I just washed my hair, just got out of the shower. So if I start to look a little bit like I belong in Jackson 5, just know I'ma still heat my way into some. I was on live the other day and somebody requested that I do a story time. So that's what I'm going to give y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna name this story. I don't know. I really don't know, but just know that I do not condone the use of any drugs, anything like that. You know, this happened a couple years ago. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop into this story, okay? So, like I said, this happened a couple years ago. Now, I was within my group of friends, you feel me, that y'all may have heard in my other story times. Like I was always with them. Like I said, like from sun up to sundown, I was with them all day. No matter if I had a job or not, just know I was calling out that day. I don't know, like life was great back then. I'm not gonna lie, like life was great. This was the era when everybody in the city was taking Xanax. When I tell y'all, like, we was taking Xanax so much to the point, like, you would have thought we was having midlife crisis. Like, what were we really going through for us to be, like, trying to fall asleep from every problem? Like, it made no sense thinking about it to this day. But, you know, that's kids, that's teenagers. They're gonna get into ish, they're gonna do ish. This is, you know, they're gonna experiment or whatever. So like I said, this was the era where everybody was on Xanax. Like you couldn't even pull up to the gas station and get some gas where somebody be like, yo, you straight on them Xanax, you straight on them bars, you good, you feel me? Like they was out there selling that bit like lemonade, like it was like that, okay? It was like that, like whole city zombified. Like I said, this was the time that like me and my group of friends would experiment with it, you feel me? So the very first time I took them, we copped in packs. Cop means buy, you feel me? When we would buy the bars, buy the Xanax, bars and Xanax, same thing, you feel me? We would buy the bars, but we would buy them in packs, because when you buy them in packs, they do become cheaper for each one, you feel me? So that's what we would do. The first time I tried them, it was just like a couple of us, you feel me, at one of my I don't know what to call her, my homegirl. We was at her house. So we had, you know, popped them, you feel me? Now I had popped one. I popped one and I'm sitting there bowling, you feel me? You know when you take something, you just be waiting on it to kick it in, like not yet. Still nothing. Yeah, that's how it was. So, you know, like I said, I ain't never took these before. I didn't know how pills and none of that worked, you feel me? So I took another. Mind you, I took two Xanax, okay? Nothing. I'm like, bro, did we buy some fake ones? Like that's how I felt. I'm like, bro, why don't I feel any of these? You feel me? So I popped a half one. Mind 2.5 bars on my first go. Boy, after I took that half, I don't even know what the hell happened. I just know I was in and out. Like, if you don't know nothing about Xanax, basically when you take them, you are literally a zombie. Like straight sleepwalking. You don't know what you're doing. You don't give a F about what you're doing, you feel me? You do not care. Like, you are rebellious as hell. Because it's like you are so gone. It's just, it be feeling like a dream or something. So I had took that other half. Boom. Overflow. Do not know what happened. I'm in and out. When I wake back up, I'm in the back seat of my car. You feel me? I don't know how I ended up. I mean, everybody in our group, I'm gonna say everybody at least have driven my car at least once. Like, I didn't like driving all the time, you feel me? And especially since I took 2.5 bars, I definitely wasn't driving. And I remember one of them had a video. Mind you, we was all gone. We was all, you know, you feel me? But my best friend was with me. He was recording. And all I can remember is just like, I was just in the back seat, like gone, bro. Like, and he, like, we was all effed up. Like, that's straight up. We was just all effed up. So that was the first time I had took Xanax. And I'm like, dang, I kind of like this. You feel me? I kind of like being a zombie to the world. Like, I am the true Walking Dead. You feel me? What you talking about? We was the real Walking Dead. So I'm like, yo. And like I said, anybody that has Xanax, you feel me? Like I said, I do not condone the use of it at all. Xanax is like the most, I ain't gonna say the worst drug, but it's one of the worst pills that you could really take because you're just so out of your mind. But when you take them, when you're coming down, like when it's starting to wear off, to me, that was the best feeling because it was like I was so relaxed. I was still like going out my mind, but I was like still present, you feel me? If that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, yo, I kind of like these. So I just started copping them on a regular, you feel me? Me and my group of friends, we cop them on a regular. Like, that would be the first thing we would do when we would link up. We're like, all right, yo, let's go get this bar, let's go get these bars, and let's go get this greenery, okay? And that would, wherever the day would take us from there is where the hell it would take us. So at this time, we did not need greenery, you feel me? If I say greenery, you should already know what that means. The grass, the broccoli, you feel me? The celery, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So at this time, it was kind of around the time where I had got arrested when I went to jail, my jail story time. And in that story time, I was talking about how I pulled up to the strip club with my homeboy with the gun. Now the dude, like that dude right there, he was my plug, okay? Like he would front me, like I'm talking about half a pounds. Like he would front it to me because we was just so tight, and I'll just bring it back to the bread back to him or whatever. So I always had at least a zip on me. If y'all know what a zip is, go look. I ain't gonna say a zip, I'll say a half. I always had at least a half on me, you feel me? Go look it up if you don't know what a half is. So no matter where I went, I always had the half on me, okay? And I also always had a scale on me, okay? Because like I said, I was, you know, serving them like a waitress out there in the streets, you feel me? I got, yeah, sure, I ain't gonna, because I had a job, but also I ain't gonna say I needed side money, because I didn't need extra money, but I just felt like I just wanted the extra income. So that's what I did on the side, you feel me? So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit, you feel me? Now I'm still taking these bars, I'm still taking these Xanax. This is the time like I was living with my mom. Like I would come in like the way our spot was set up. When you come in, like of course you gotta go past the living room for me to get to my room. So my mom will always be in the living room, and she knew, my mom know everything I do, you feel me? Just know my mom knew before I did it. Just know if I went and F some ish up, I told her before I did it, so it won't be no surprise. That's just know, I'll let y'all know. So yeah, I would come in at night and damn could barely walk, running into the walls. Like I ain't gonna say I remember this perfectly. Like I remember one day, like I dead ass fell into the wall and was walking myself on the wall to my room, and my mom was just like, and then went back to the TV. Like she, as long as I made it home safely, it didn't matter. It did not matter. Like I said, I'm popping. This is something we do on the regular at this point. So this one particular night, I was with my homeboy, Tony. I'm gonna just say it, Tony, okay? I was with him. Now, when I was with him, we had split a bar, you feel me? It was a school bus, a yellow bar. We split it. Now okay, so you got the white, you got the yellow, you got the green, and then you got the blue. Okay, those are the 4 colors of Xanax, you feel me? And each color is just stronger and stronger. So I had the yellow ones, okay? That's like the second, it's like the second one, but they hella strong, you feel me? So we had split it. I had split with my homeboy Tony, I'm gonna just call him T. And I had split it with T. So he took one, I take one. Yeah. Didn't even know where we was going, but just know that it was gonna be a good night, okay? So as I'm with him or whatever, You know, we chilling, we vibing. And then my brother called me. Free you, big bro. My brother called me. He was like, yo, pull up. He was like, I got some bars for you or whatever. I'm like, bet, all right, I ain't doing nothing else. So I pull up to where he was at. As I'm pulling up, the half that I took smacked me in the face. Like, smack. Like, I don't even remember pulling up to him. I don't remember talking to him. I don't remember any of that. Because that's just what Xanax do. Like, it literally, you do not know what you're doing. And that's why it's really like, please do not do Xanax. Do not do bars. Don't do it, alright? So I pull up. Now, like I said, I'm like, when you take it, you're in and out. So he had gave me a green bar. So I'm like, alright, bet. So I split half of that, gave one to T, and I took one. Mind you, we just took the yellow ones. So we took a yellow one and a green one. Boy, that had to be the stupidest thing I've done in my life. Okay, so when I'm on Xanax, like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, I done crashed my car a couple of times while on these, because you would just fall asleep while you driving. Like, just straight fall asleep. Like I have hit a couple of cars with people in the car with me. Like, we will all be gone. And just know, I got out that situation quick. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's basically the end of the night at this point. So I'm taking T back to his side of town, because I was on a whole nother side. So I got him to his crib. Okay, I got him back to his crib. Now I'm still in and out. So I'm leaving his neighborhood. And I get to a red light, bro. I get to a red light, and the light, you know, the lights at nighttime, the street lights at nighttime take forever to change if it's not a busy, you know, type intersection type, you feel me? So it took forever to change, so I fell asleep at the light. I'm gone. Like, it was taking too long to change, all right? I fall asleep. Like I said, I fall asleep. So as I fall asleep, what I wake up to? There it go again. A light shining in my face. You feel me? It's the cops. Like, they knocking on my window. My car is still at the red light. You feel me? Like, they're like, yo, like, what is you doing? Like, you know you're asleep right now? Like, so I'm like, damn. So as soon as I see that, like, my eyes open. Like, my eyes opened. Like, it was like I was late for work or something. You feel me? That's how big my eyes open. So he was like, you know you fell asleep or whatever. He said, if your car would have went a couple more inches into the street, you would have got hit. Because I really would have. Because my car was slowly creeping into the middle of the intersection. Because my foot, like, I was asleep, you feel me? But it didn't. But if it did, I would have been effed up. I wouldn't have been here no more. Finito, gone, dust. Like, gone. Because the way the traffic was coming, it would have hit me right on the driver's side. Like, I would have been gone. Alright? So he was like, yo, you know you fell asleep or whatever? I'm like, yo, I don't know. You feel me? Like, I don't know. So he was like, can you come to my car? Can you come to my car real quick? So I'm like, damn, man. Like, so I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and go to your car. So I went to his car. He put he had a little flashlight. He put the little flashlight in my pupils just to see if I was good, you feel me? Put the flashlight in my pupils. And he was like, I'm about to go check your car real quick and I'll be right back. And I'm like, fuck. Because, mind you, like I said, I was serving them like a waitress at this time. I was serving that greenery. So I had a half on me. I had my scale on me. And I had like 3 bars left. I had like 3 Xanax left in the bag. It was all in my middle console, you feel me? So he go search the car or whatever, and it's 2 cops there. Like, I don't know why they do that here, but I don't know why. Like, they always have 2 cops for one person. Like, it ain't even that serious, you feel me? So the other cop was talking to me while the other dude was searching my car. And he looked at my shirt. He was like, "What's on your shirt?" I looked down. Yo, tell me why I had hot chocolate all down my shirt. I forgot before I took T back to the crib. Now T, he loves hot drinks. I don't know what it is about. It could be the middle of the summer. He's gonna have a coffee. He's gonna have hot chocolate. He's gonna have all of that. You feel me? So I forgot that on the way to drop T home, I had stopped for him to grab something to drink or whatever, and I had got a hot chocolate. You feel me? So I'm sitting there like, I forgot I had the hot chocolate. So he like, "What's that on your shirt?" I'm like, I'm like, "Hot chocolate." And I had a white tee on and everything, and it just like spilled like. And when I said that, it was like they just felt sad for me. Like, it was like, yo, this girl is really going through some things right now. She's having a midlife crisis right now. Like, they genuinely felt sad for me when I said it was hot chocolate. So, the dude that was searching my car came back. He had the scale, he had the weed, all of it. You feel me? And then the bars. They already knew what I was on. They when they seen that, they already knew. So they took it. They was like, "Look, we're gonna let you go. We're just gonna confiscate this, and you just go directly home." And I'm like, okay. So I got out the back of the cop car, went back in my car, and I proceeded to drive home. Now, when cops do that, just know they're taking all of that for their personal use. Because they did not write me a ticket, citation, nothing. They took all of that. Just know they had a grand time that night. Cops, they really be getting off on all of these free stuff. Like, they be the plugs for real. You feel me? So I'm driving back home. Now, after all of this happened, I still feel the Xanax. Like, I still feel the bar, but I'm up. Like, I'm definitely up at this point. So I made it back home. And I call my boy that's from my plug. You feel me? I call him. I'm like, "Yo, they took it all. Like, I don't even got nothing." When I tell you, I was so mad that night. I was furiated, cause like every time I would get up, you feel me? I would have a step up. I'll take steps back down. So I was pissed. So I'm outside the crib at this point. And it's like a storage outside the crib. And I'm outside, I'm kicking that bitch. Like, I'm mad as hell. Like, you feel me? Because I just lost so much money. And it's not the first time this done happened. So, yeah, like I said, I called him. He was like, "It's straight. Like, it's good. Like, it ain't that serious." He gave me some more, fronted me some more, or whatever. And we kept it pushing from there. But I was just mad as hell, and I came back, after I got off the phone with my mom. Well, before I even got on the phone, I think I had told my mom, and she was like, "It is what it is. Like, you got yourself in that predicament, so you get yourself out." And that was it, man. I want to say that I took a couple more Xanax. I don't even know if I really took some more after that. I really think that was the last time I took them, but I did cut them cold turkey because this ish that I was going through on them was putting me so much into a hole. So I'm like, "Yo, I can't do that no more. Like, I'm done with it." You feel me? So that's the end of that story, man. And it's like, ever since I cut my dreads, like, I used to have dreads, you feel me? Ever since I got rid of my dreads, cops don't even F with me no more. Like, at all. I could be going 120 in a 35, and they just let me go. I don't know what it is. It's definitely my dreads. I ain't gonna say I don't know what it is. It was my dreads, but yeah, I ain't dealing with no cops no more. You feel me? We bossed up. We doing better, living better. We ain't gotta worry about all that in the past. But I did experiment, and like I said, I do not condone the use of no drugs or none of that. But yeah, Jay saw something out this bit.